So thank you and good morning, everyone. Our Honorable PS, Madam Susan, our CEO, Carol, Director, Equity Bank, Mr. Kagoso, Director, Country Program, KES, Madam Caroline, Managing Director, Capital FM, Mr. Simon, private sector leaders, development partners, policymakers, entrepreneurs, SMEs, exhibitors, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm here as the Director for SME and Startup for KEPSA. But before I read my notes for KEPSA, allow me 2 minutes to give you my story. Because today our CEO reminded me that my leadership is in my story. The things that I have done, I'm able to share and give the journey that has taken me to be where I am. Started my business 20 years ago, me and my husband, today employing about 400 people, running 3 manufacturing entities, one in packaging, another one in printing, and one in cosmetics. I have a brand called Black Essential. Most of you I know you have seen. Quite a number of you are my customers in the packaging. And I think what is most exciting for me has been my leadership journey. A leadership journey that I started many years ago and has landed me as a director for SME and startup. So I sit in as a thought leader to inspire you that tomorrow you can be the one sitting on that chair and helping the private sector to literally mainstream the SME agenda. I remember one time I was with you, Madam PS, and you told me that KEPSA, we are forgetting the M because we keep talking about the SMEs. And even the last year, we had the same conversation. And KEPSA, we are not forgetting the M. We are inspiring the M to move to the S, as the S move to the next M. The micro to move to small, the small to move to medium, and that is the journey, that is the entrepreneur journey. So allow me to read my notes today. On behalf of KEPSA, I thank all of you for joining us today for what has become Kenya's premier platform for shaping the future of micro, small, and medium enterprises. Today is more than opening another conference. It is celebration of a journey. 3 years ago, KEPSA launched the conference with a simple but ambitious vision for creating a national platform where entrepreneurs, policymakers, financial institutions, development partners, and the private sector could come together to identify practical solutions that enables MSMEs to grow. Each year, that vision has grown stronger. From the inaugural conference that established an important national dialogue to the second edition that expanded participation, partnership, and practical business support, we now gather for our third edition, with even greater ambition, stronger partnerships, and shared commitment to build businesses that are smarter, more innovative, and more resilient. The growth of this conference reflects something much bigger. It reflects the growing recognition that MSMEs are not simply participants in the Kenyan economy. They are the economy. MSMEs account for majority of business constitution, over 95% of our businesses in Kenya. They create employment for approximately 85% of the employed Kenyans, drive innovations, support households, strengthen value chain, and contribute significantly to our country's economic transformation. A young innovator with an idea, a woman building a business while supporting a family, a manufacturer creating jobs, a farmer adding value to local produce. When these SMEs grow, our economy grows. Yet, we also recognize that today entrepreneurs operate in a rapid changing environment. Technology is transforming entire industries. Artificial intelligence is changing how businesses operate. Markets are becoming increasingly competitive. Climate change continues to disrupt livelihood and supply chain. Consumer preferences are ever-changing. Financing models are evolving. Against this backdrop, every entrepreneur must prepare not just to survive change, but to read through it. The businesses that will thrive tomorrow are those that embrace innovation, adapt quickly, leverage technology, and continuously invest in resilience. This is precisely why this year's theme, Building Smart and Resilient Businesses, is so timely. Being smart is about embracing innovation, digital technologies, data, and new business models. Being resilient is about preparing for uncertainty, managing risk, demystifying markets, and creating enterprises that can withstand shock while continuing to grow. Over the next 2 days, we have intentionally designed this conference to move beyond dialogue and towards practical action. You will hear from leading policymakers, global experts, investors, financial institutions, and entrepreneurs who are shaping the future of the enterprise development. You will explore practical solutions on smart financing, artificial intelligence, digital transformation, market access, climate resilience, innovation, and social market economy principles. Through our business clinics, entrepreneurs will receive practical advisory support from public and private sector institutions. Our exhibitions will showcase innovative enterprises from across Kenya. This year, we are enhancing the experience with a digital exhibition catalog, giving exhibitors a lasting online presence and enabling delegates, investors, buyers, and partners to engage with businesses beyond the 2 days conference. Our masterclasses, which are also new addition, will provide practical business skills and insight. Our networking lodge will provide a dedicated space for meaningful connection, fostering strategic partnership, investment opportunities, and market linkage. And tomorrow afternoon, we will celebrate outstanding entrepreneurs and institutions through the MSME Award, recognizing the innovations, determinations, and resilience that continue to define Kenya entrepreneurial spirit. To every entrepreneur in the room, I encourage you to make most of these 2 days. Ask questions, visit every exhibition stand, attend the masterclasses, meet new partners, share your experience, challenge ideas, and build relationships. The greatest value of the conference will not come from the conversations on this stage, but from the collaborations that begins on the corridors, over lunch, and during the networking session throughout the exhibition. One conversation could become your next investor. One connection could become your next customer. One idea could transform your business. As we officially begin this conference, let us remember that the future of the Kenya economy will change not only by policy, but by partnership. It is now my pleasure to officially welcome you to the 3rd KEPSA Annual MSME Conference Award and Exhibition, and I wish you fruitful deliberation and very successful over the next 2 days. Karibuni sana.
Thank you very much. Please help me appreciate her one more time.